Sometimes the biggest secrets are hiding in plain sight. And today, we're going on a kind of treasure hunt for one of them. The map? It's been sitting at the bottom of YouTube's homepage this whole time. We're going to decode its hidden blueprint. I bet you've seen this a million times, right? This long, kind of boring string of words at the very bottom of every single YouTube page. For most of us, it's background noise. It's the digital fine print we've all just trained ourselves to ignore and scroll right past. But hang on. What if we stop ignoring it for a second? What if this isn't just a random list of legal links, but a table of contents, a blueprint deliberately structured for the entire YouTube empire, showing us exactly how it's built and who it really serves? Well, that's what we're going to find out. Okay, let's start at the beginning of the line. The first couple of words, they're all about identity. This is basically YouTube's PR department. It's the platform putting on its best suit and tie, offering the world a firm corporate handshake. These first three links, they create that formal public face. About tells you the official story, the big mission statement. Press is their special channel just for the media. And contact us, well, that's the front door, the mailbox. Altogether, YouTube is basically saying, hey world, this is who we are, this is how you should talk about us, and here's how to get in touch. So that's the public face. But how does this whole machine actually run? Well, the next set of words in our blueprint reveals the absolute beating heart of the platform, the three main forces that power its massive global content engine. First up, and this one's huge, creators. This is the lifeblood of the whole platform. We're talking millions of people, from individuals in their bedrooms to giant media companies, all providing the one thing YouTube can't live without, the videos themselves. Without them, YouTube is just an empty, silent warehouse of servers. Next, advertisers. This is the economic engine. This is where the money comes from. These are all the brands out there buying access to the audiences that creators have worked so hard to build. They provide the fuel that makes this whole digital economy go round. And third, here's the one we don't always think about. Developers. These are the tech whizzes inside and outside of YouTube who build all the cool tools, the apps, the APIs that make the platform bigger and better in ways it could never do all by itself. And here's the beautiful part. It's how they all connect. See, these aren't three separate groups. No way. It's a powerful, self-perpetuating cycle, a flywheel. Creators make content, that content pulls in viewers, more viewers mean more advertisers want in. That ad money then pays the creators and the platform so they can make even more content. And all the while, developers are building new tools to make the whole cycle spin faster and smoother for everyone. This flywheel, it's the secret to YouTube's insane growth. Okay, so we've got a public face and we've got a powerful engine. But a system this enormous needs rules, right? Otherwise, it would just be total chaos. The next part of our blueprint is basically the constitution for this massive digital nation we call YouTube. Now, these words might look like boring legal stuff, but think of them this way. Copyright is all about protecting the property of the citizens, the creators. Terms is the social contract that every single one of us agrees to just by using the site. And privacy? That defines your personal rights over your own data. It's the legal bedrock of the whole community. But laws written down are one thing. You need someone to enforce them. That's where policy and safety comes in. This isn't just a document. It represents active governance. It's the thousands of human moderators and the constantly evolving community guidelines that act like the police force and the court system of this digital nation, trying their best to keep it all running. All right, we are almost at the end of our blueprint. The last few words point us in two really interesting directions. One is toward the future of the platform, and the other reveals who's really ultimately in charge, the power behind the throne. So on one side, you have how YouTube works. That's a promise of transparency, right? It's their attempt to pull back the curtain on the mysterious algorithm. But then, on the other side, you get test new features. That's an invitation to us, the users, to help them build whatever is coming next. It's the present and the future, side by side. And then, right at the very end, we see this. That little C in a circle. The copyright symbol. It's a legal claim of ownership. And a date stretching out into the future. This little symbol is the final clue, and it points us directly to the last name on the entire blueprint. And there it is, Google LLC. At the end of the day, after all the creators, the advertisers, the rules, and the innovation, we find the owner. It's the signature at the bottom of the blueprint, the final piece of the puzzle, reminding us that this entire digital nation is ultimately a territory within the much larger Google empire. So let's just step back for a second. We started with a simple string of text that pretty much all of us ignore. And just by following it, we've mapped out an entire global organization. Its public identity, its core engine, its legal system, its plan for the future, and its ultimate owner. It was all right there, the whole time. And that kind of leaves us with one last question, doesn't it? If a single line of text at the bottom of a web page can lay out the entire structure of a global giant, what other blueprints are hidden all around us? What other important details are we missing just because we've taught ourselves not to look? The clues are out there, if you just know how to read them.